What is up, everybody? My name is Ali G and welcome to another Dragon Quest XI news video. We have a ton of more stuff to finally be showing you, bro. I am so excited for Dragon Quest XI after these screenshots, man. These screenshots show us the most when it comes to the battle system and how the actual gameplay works in that regard. It shows us some new monsters. It shows us the last two characters, that old dude and the girl. It shows us the last two characters that need to be named in your Dragon Quest party, which is really cool because now we have no more characters that need to be confirmed, which is awesome. And then we got even more screenshots on the 3DS version and the PS4 version, and it just makes me so happy. And the only thing I'm disappointed about is that I still don't understand whether the game's turn-based or not, but we'll discuss that in a little while. Let me just talk about these screenshots right here, okay? Let's get right into it because we have a lot to talk about regarding the actual gameplay of the game and regarding these screenshots and what they mean in regards to the gameplay. So, it says on this Gamatsu article right here that there are two ways to battle. We're going to be showing the PlayStation 4 version before anything else. In the PlayStation 4 version of Dragon Quest XI, you can enjoy two battle types: free movement battle, where you can freely move the character and viewpoint, and auto camera battle for battles full of presence. Alright, so let's look at free movement battle first. Free movement battles, the screenshot you're looking at right now is about free movement battles, and it says freely move your character, and as you can see, he's freely walking around the field, and Senya and Veronica are just like chilling over there, so I assume that they can move on their own as well. And then it gives another screenshot and it shows a different scenario where he's sneaking up behind the enemy, so that's really cool. That's really cool. And then we have auto camera battles. Auto camera battles, they said, for battles full of presence. And as you can see from this screenshot, for those of you that don't know, he's doing I believe he's doing a healing spell. I believe he's doing a healing spell in that screenshot, based on my experience with Dragon Quest VIII. That's what I believe it is. I could be wrong, but he is doing a healing spell, and that makes me wonder, is this game turn-based, or does it have gameplay similar to Ni no Kuni, where yes, you have limited time to do certain attacks, while at the same time you can walk around freely and the enemy can hit you during that time, where it's not necessarily turn-based, but it's a lot like it. If that makes any sense. Anyone who's played Ni no Kuni knows what I'm talking about, or has even seen gameplay on Ni no Kuni knows what I'm talking about. But that's it's a good comparison to give to this, because that's how I feel like it's gonna be. And then we have another screenshot of an ogre just whacking the fuck out of the protagonist. Offense and defense are also major importance. Okay, so that makes me assume it is like Ni no Kuni, where you have a limited time to actually activate defense. You have a limited time to actually cast a spell of some sort, and it has a cooldown to it, and you have to walk around and defend yourself while that's happening from enemies and stuff. So that I do predict that it's a lot like Ni no Kuni. I don't really think that the game itself is turn-based. That's just how I feel at the moment. So those are auto camera battles, those are free movement battles, and those are two ways to battle on the PlayStation 4 version for Dragon Quest XI. Now let's move on to the 3DS version, and it says right here in this little article above the 3DS screenshot, in the 3DS version of Dragon Quest XI, you can enjoy two battle types: 3D mode, where you can enjoy battles with lively moving monsters on the field, and 2D mode, where you can battle in classic pixel graphics. Awesome. Okay, so when you look at this screenshot right here, it's the battle with lively moving monsters on the field. That's really cool. That's how Dragon Quest VIII looks. Maybe the 3DS version will be turn-based. I assume the 3DS version will be turn-based, and I'm completely fine with that. I love the turn-based action, and I'm okay with it. I like that the PS4 version is kind of trying to move to different audiences and trying to move out of that old style of gameplay, but I appreciate that the 3DS version is sticking to that. And then we have this screenshot right here, looking at the 2D mode, which has me a little confused, because well, I'll talk about what I'm confused about later, because I think that relates to the other news that we're gonna look at later on. But this 2D mode looks really cool when it comes to the actual battle system. I'm probably gonna go in 3D mode though, to be brutally honest. Okay, and then we actually have some new monsters. We had some new monsters last time. We had like the Moko Kiki or something, and then we had like that lantern monster. I don't even remember its name. It was like Lantern Coco or something. But this time we have a monster named Mandra, a monster that looks like a plant growing from the ground that one day appeared. It is said that those who hear its war cry stop moving. Ugh, war cry is not a funny move in freaking Dragon Quest, I'll tell you that right now. Freaking stuns you and makes you incapable of doing an attack. And then we have this other monster, which I personally love the design for, Akobalt, a monster that looks like a small ogre. It is always surging with anger and quarrelsome. Okay, that's really cool, Looks like a dope monster. Now let's move on to some of the other screenshots regarding the gameplay, and this is probably something that Dragon Quest fans will be a little more familiar with. Battling with monsters, that's the name of this section of screenshots. So we're going to go over the PlayStation 4 version first, and we're going to read this little article as you guys look at the screenshot. Battles begin when you come into contact with a monster roaming on the field or in a dungeon. Use commands such as attack and spell to defeat them. When you defeat monsters, you will level up and your party will become stronger. Use commands like attack and spell in battle. Okay, so like I said, it's a command. It's not necessarily turn-based, but it is very similar to Ni no Kuni. I'm sorry that if for people that haven't played the game and my comparison means nothing to you, but go look up gameplay on it right now. It really is similar to that. You're allowed to free roam, and you have a cooldown on attacks and spells and using items and stuff like that, and enemies can hit you while you're in that cooldown state. So while it is technically not turn-based, it really has kind of the same concept built around it when you think about it. So let's look at the next screenshot right here. It has the caption, "Go into battle with an advantage by landing a preemptive strike." That is really cool. Because okay, so if you want to engage a battle, you can actually attack an enemy. That's dope. That's like a little new addition, I think, at least compared to Dragon Quest VIII, because that's the one I'm playing, and they don't have that in that one. So that's really dope. And that's the new monster that we were talking about a while ago. Not a while ago, but just now we were talking about the Akobalt. And that's it right there in that screenshot. So that's really cool. Next screenshot, we have another caption above this screenshot that says, "At nighttime, monsters may even be sleeping in the field." Let me just say, bro, this game looks beautiful. This game looks freaking beautiful. All these screenshots look like Final Fantasy 15 worthy. Like, it doesn't look like Final Fantasy 15 because its art style is completely different, but in terms of the actual quality of the game, like, yeah, Final Fantasy 15 worthy if you ask me. Anyways, that's Square Enix for you. But yeah, let's continue to the 3DS version, because those are all the PS4 screenshots for that little section. The 3DS version says right here, "You'll encounter monsters as you roam around the field. Use commands such as attack and spell to defeat them. When you defeat monsters, you will level up and your party will become stronger." Okay, that's even cooler. It says the same thing as it did the first time, but you know, you can still use the attack and spell on the 3DS just as you do on the PlayStation 4. So let's look at this. 3D mode, a monster will attack when it notices the protagonist. Okay, pretty similar to the Dragon Quest VIII 3DS version, so I assume it's just like old generic Dragon Quest. Come across monsters disguised as mushrooms. Try to land a preemptive strike. Oh, so you can do preemptive strikes on the 3DS version as well. That's really dope. I didn't know that. And then it says 2D mode. Battles will suddenly begin as you walk. This is where I'm a little confused. Can you switch 2D mode on and off? Because I know when you're free roaming, at least from the gameplay that they released on the 3DS version, when you're free roaming, it shows the 3D mode on the top screen and the 2D mode on the bottom screen, which makes me wonder, like, when you can switch between 2D and 3D. Can you only do that in battle? What if you're walking around in 2D mode and that little thing pops up in 2D, that little like not Mario, Pokemon thing where you're like do 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 dun 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 dun. Is that what's gonna happen when you walk around and a monster finds you, or will it be the like monster detecting you and then they walk up towards you? Or is it both? Can you get detected by monsters on the bottom screen and the top screen at the same time? Is that like a function that's throughout the game without any settings changed? I believe so. Tell me in the comments below what you think about that, because that's something I'd like to discuss. Anyways, I'm sorry if that confused the hell out of you, but I'm not really good at describing when it comes to weird shit like that. Next category that we're talking about is spells and abilities. The spells and abilities of Dragon Quest are freaking amazing, and I cannot wait to talk about this little section and look at these damn screenshots. It says right here, not only can you use direct attacks with weapons like swords, you can also use familiar spells and abilities in battle. Fight making the best of each character's individuality. That's really dope. That's really dope, especially for characters like Veronica and Senya, because I find those characters to be very spell-based, just like Jessica in Dragon Quest 8. So as you can see right here, that's Sizzle. Actually, the screenshot you're looking at right now is the Sizzle spell from Dragon Quest, and then under it says and then the next screenshot, it says that this one is called Falcon Slash. It probably is in the previous games. I don't have that one because I never used a broadsword. I used a boomerang. So I wouldn't know. And then if you keep going down, we'll see the 3DS versions. This one right here, it looks like Camus, which is the one with the blue hair. It looks like he threw a spell of some sort, or Senya might have like thrown a curse at one of the enemies. By the way, those are the monsters that we were just talking about on the other side of the playing field in the screenshot. But that's really cool. That's really cool. And it has like the little caption down there as well that tells you what's happening to the actual enemy. So that's very reminiscent of Dragon Quest VIII, let me just say. And then let's move on to the next screenshot that says Tiger Claw. And that's our new character, actually. That's the new character that's pulling an attack on one of the enemies, which is really cool. Really cool. He seems his weapon of choice seems to be weird claws that I don't know what category those claws would necessarily be in. That's really cool. I cannot wait to see. But let's keep scrolling down because this oh, actually, before we keep scrolling down, let's look at this screenshot for a second and understand there are only 4 people on the field, which makes me wonder, we have all these people in our squad, all these people in our group, how are we going to distribute who gets to take a turn and whose time it is to attack and stuff if there's only 4 people on the field? Like, maybe this is a I'm not gonna dwell on this topic because I'm not that far in Dragon Quest VIII. I only have Jessica, me, and Yangus, and I didn't even get Angelo yet, so I'm not even that far, and I don't know how it is gonna be like once I get all my characters and stuff. So it's whatever. I won't dwell on that because it's probably an obvious reason. Anyways, let's move on to the last news in this video, and we're going to be talking about the actual characters themselves. The new characters are the girl that's with the old man called Martina, and her little quote that says next to her image is, "With you, I'll protect everyone. That is my fight." So, you know, it's obviously one of those characters that has a backstory. Her preferred weapon seems to be like the spear of some sort. That's really cool. She's not a spell type of person, and she's freaking smoking hot, so that's also nice. That's also nice indeed. And then we have Row, R-O-W. That's literally his fucking name, Row. I don't know how that's how you pronounce it, but that's what it says. It says Row, and his little caption says, "I've been waiting for you all to arrive." He looks like a traveler of some sort, and in this little screenshot right here, he doesn't have his weapon on him, but his little weapon, it is like the claws that we were talking about in those 3DS screenshots. So that's really cool. We got the last characters, and now so this video we talked about spells and abilities. We talked about how to enter battles with monsters, how to engage them on the 3DS version and PS4 version. We talked about some new monsters, the Mandra and the Okobalt. We talked about the 2D and 3D version on the DS, and we talked about the auto camera battles and the free movement battles on the PlayStation 4 version. We talked about so much this video. I am extremely happy that I was able to show you guys this Dragon Quest XI news. It was really dope making this video, and it was really dope covering this damn news because I'm extremely excited for Dragon Quest XI, and I just hope you guys are extremely excited as much as I am because these screenshots were so freaking fuego. Oh my god, I cannot wait. So it's 1:20 in the morning, so I'm gonna finish making this video, and then I'm gonna go back to playing Dragon Quest VIII, which I should be going to sleep, but I'm just gonna go play Dragon Quest VIII. Okay, Anyways, my name is Leg. If you guys enjoyed this video, please tell me in the description below that you enjoyed it, and please have your input on this news. If there's anything that you wanted to say, please tell me in the comments down below. I will definitely respond if I see it, which I usually do. And then you can also go subscribe to my channel for more of that Dragon Quest XI goodness, and then more of that anime content in general. And you can also like the video. It would be very, very much appreciated if you did, because the more you like the videos and the more you actually click that like button, the more motivated I am to make the next video. So thank you very much for doing that if you find the video enjoyable. My name is Leg once again, and I cannot wait to see you all later. Deuces.